All right, hopefully you guys can hear me. I know there's some road noise in the background. It's over a wall, but hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm hanging out at a buddy's house, just outskirts of Las Vegas. Just picked up the plastic Speedmaster, Neptune, Smurf Speedmaster. Also, yeah, I'm double wristing it today, wearing the Air King. I'm waiting, as the title says, I'm waiting for my buddy Wet Watches, who is local to this area as well, to pick me up. I think hey, Will Carey's here, Tarek's here. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, that all-nighter thing, waiting in line to pick this thing up. Hey, Curtis AZ is here. Kind of took a lot out of us. We thought we could just keep going and do a back-to-back all-nighter, but man, yeah, I think I even needed some sleep. I think I went to bed at like Vegas local time. I think I went to bed at like, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock or something like that. I woke up at 4:30. I'm still kind of messed up because of the time zones, but here it is, the Neptune. David, yeah, David's local. I'm still waiting on Wet Watches to pick me up. He should be here. He's a little ways away. I'm in Vegas. Darren, I'm in Vegas. Hey, Brave Sailor. So, what are we going to do? I think we might go grab a bite to eat. Something quick, though. I don't really want to sit down and waste a bunch of time. My flight, I need to be to the airport at about 1 p.m. West Coast time. So, yeah, Nevada. So, I think maybe we'll just get going. We'll maybe head on down to the Strip. I think most places open at like 10 a.m. I'd like to maybe go hit the forums. So, David, if you want to meet me down at the... I'll double check with Wet Watches, but I think we're going to maybe head to the Caesar forums. David, I don't know if you want to meet us down there. I'll try to get there at about 10 a.m.-ish and check out, Tourneau and maybe check out... I kind of want to go to the Breitling boutique. There's a watch there that my wife has been really wanting. Not that I'm going to buy it because it's a lot of money, but who am I to complain about spending a lot of money on watches, right? A bit hypocritical. So this is probably the most affordable watch that I've picked up with the most amount of excitement. Am I happy with the new Swatch? Yes. This is very, very cool. It's a part of history, really. Show some videos of the boutique. Yeah, you know what? I don't do a very good job of that. Maybe today I'll do a better job of taking some videos if they're cool with it. Yeah, David, I'll hit you up. I know you gave me your cell number, so I'll text you and we'll set it up. Yeah, I think they did a phenomenal job on this. I think there's mixed emotions on the rollout and certain locations and everything, but some of the issues were induced by people's behavior and not necessarily a fault of Omega or Swatch, although some of the blame may fall on them. But ultimately, for at least my location where I picked it up at in Vegas, Tristan and the staff and obviously the security and police presence, there wasn't a lot of police presence per se, but in case you don't know, there's not a whole lot of leniency for crazy behavior. Yes, you can get crazy in Vegas, but you have to maintain yourself a little bit. So any sort of like crazy fighting or crazy stuff outside or inside a casino is taken care of very rapidly. So the response of security and everything like that, I think most people in this area know that if you're not on somewhat of a pretty good behavior, you will get squashed pretty quick. So can you pick these up online? They're saying that you're going to be able to get these online. The problem with the online thing, I think a lot of people are... My voice sounds off. I'm still wrecked, man. So I don't know if it's just the audio or the live stream or what, or if it's just me just being tired, man. I have not had a lot of sleep in the last 72 hours. They're not... So listen, they're not limited, but they're not unlimited, okay? Let's be clear. Swatch has a long history of making models and then just stop making them, and they'll move on to a different colorway. I think that's going to be the same case with this rollout. I think they're going to make other colorways of the Speedmaster Moonswatch. So, and you're going to see other colorways, maybe just more playful ones and not with like ties to different planets or missions. So I suspect that'll be the future. But as far as the online thing, I was going to say, good luck. I think good luck. So Aaron says he thinks there'll be a ton available. I think there will be at some point. Don't expect it within the next 6 months. If you think you're going to be snagging these online, I think it's going to be crazy. There's going to be people using bots. There's still going to be a frantic grab for these for both enthusiasts and flippers, unfortunately. Is the tachometer a sticker? I believe it's some sort of sticker. I don't want to like pick at it or anything like that, but I don't see how it can be anything other than a sticker. I didn't get a really, really good close look at the Jupiter, but if you look at the pictures and video at the Jupiter model, that one almost looks like it's engraved into the resin or to the, whatever this is called, plastic. So that one maybe isn't a sticker, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Peter with a comment about people's, oh, you know what? So typically when I'm on vacation or something like that, I will partake in some drinks and stuff like that. This trip, I have not had any drinks. I kind of stopped drinking a couple weeks ago. But it was interesting to be completely sober, waiting in that line and watching all of the Vegas enthusiasts partaking in adult beverages and whatever else things. Hey, Wet Watches is here. Just going live, waiting on you, buddy. Just waiting on you. I know that the last day and a half or whatever took a lot out of us, so we needed that rest. So let's get back at it. Yeah, but guys, I'm gonna double wrist this. I'm gonna wear this one on the right. I think the strap, I wish this part here would have been a little bit longer. I think this shorter piece here works good if it is actually going over a larger, some sort of garment over your wrist. It would work better, but going on a normal wrist, it ends up like just kind of protruding out because this part here should be more flexible and wrap around the wrist a little bit. So other than that, but the reality is I'm going to put this on, I'm going to put it on a different sort of strap. These are spring bars, so I am going to put it on, I don't know, I have to find something. It's going to be very difficult to match like a blue leather to it. So for today anyway, for my adventures today and for the flight back home, assuming I don't miss my flight, I will just wear it on this strap. Let me put it back on the wrist. I'm putting it on my right wrist, so it's already challenging for me with this strap regardless. But you know what? I don't know if it breaks in, it might not be that bad. If it just feels too tight on wrist. But it is a cool strap. I will give it that. Mission to Neptune. Each strap was individual to the watch, which is very cool. Yeah, on an Erica strap, I think it would be amazing. If there should be enough room to do that. Moonswatch. I mean, this strap is actually legit cool. The whole watch, the whole concept of it, the whole thing is actually really cool. Does it feel like a toy? No more or less so than any other plastic watch. So I don't look at it as a toy. I look at it as a plastic watch, just like, and again, it's not the same caliber, but if you look at Breitling has those endurance watches, and those are like plastic or carbon or whatever, but they're not toys, they're multiple thousands of dollars. This thing was only $260 plus tax. I think I was like $282-ish or something like that out the door. So, like legit, if I have the opportunity, like if I were to go to the Swatch store today and they had more of these, I'd buy as many as I could. I think they're that cool. I think if you can get one, regardless of your feelings on it, if you can get one, 100% get one. Yes, it is a Swatch, but it says Omega on it, and it is an Omega Speedmaster style case, a 1-to-1. It's $260. Are you guys kidding me? Yes, this is the coolest $260 watch I've ever bought. And I've bought a lot of watches in that price point. This is hands down the most coolest, most fun, most exciting $260 watch I have ever bought. Plus, I have a killer story to go with it, and I feel like I was part of a historical moment. Would it have been great if they put a sapphire crystal on it? I don't know. I think I don't think I would change a darn thing. And I'm glad I went with the blue. I wish I really could have bought two of them, because I think the second one I would have picked up would have probably been I think I would have bought the Mercury or the Moon. I think I would have picked up the Mercury. I would have probably got the Neptune and the Mercury if I would have been able to buy two. It's not right now for me. One, I don't typically wear watches on my right wrist, but two, people are saying, I have heard people say that this is very comfortable. The watch, I guarantee you, is going to be super comfortable. The strap, I don't feel like it's comfortable. I feel claustrophobic in it. I feel like it's too tight, and that's just like it's natural. Maybe if I loosen it up as much as I can. But see, it doesn't really want to fold right there, and then it looks kind of weird. I don't know. I got to sort it out. I think I really need to put it on a different strap. If I can get it onto a different strap, I think it'll be a lot better. Does it feel like a Casio or a G-Shock plastic? No, you can definitely tell it's some sort of proprietary type material they did. I don't know if that's resin or if I already scratched it. I don't think I scratched it. This is the first time I really even wore it. Because it's very smooth. It's very smooth. There's no porousness to it at all. It's consistent. There's no like different type of like polished or brushed look to it at all. It's very consistent in its formula. You can tell they got that dialed in. You know, this isn't the first time Swatch has used this material, so they have it in other models in their lineup. I mean, nice signed crown. I just, there's nothing to be mad about on this watch. I mean, even the strap, I'm glad they went with this strap. I just don't want to wear this strap. I feel like if I put this on a much more comfortable strap, I would actually wear this watch. And I'm super easy on my watches anyway, so I'm not really worried about scratching the crystal. And at some point they will be more accessible, and it'll be like just like any other Swatch, kind of, in the sense that, you know, if you damage it or break it, then you could just replace it or something. It has a 2-year warranty on it against defects, but man, how would you do the warranty on this thing? I don't know how quick they would be to fix it. How's the lume? I haven't even checked. I suspect the lume's not great. You know, this morning I was thinking about actually what I was going to do with this watch, but today as I put it on and everything, I'm like, man, I definitely, I want to make some more videos with it. I want to try it. I want to wear it, try it on some different straps and stuff like that. And then I don't know what I'm going to do with it from there. I was already offered, I got to be straight up honest with you guys. There were cash buyers at the exit of the Swatch store inside the casino that were, they weren't like soliciting everybody, but as people walked out of the store with their purchase, there were opportunities there for them to sell them at a lot of money, like thousands of dollars. And I actually witnessed people selling their brand new Moonswatch for a heck of a profit. So I was even offered a cash price for this, and I declined. I just moved on. So that wasn't my intention with this. And I think even the people that I noticed selling them, I don't think that was their intention as well. I don't think they, we just had stayed up all night waiting for this thing. So forget about the $260. The time and the experience and everything that goes with it. Like, I'm going to be reluctant to let this thing go just because of that. I met some really cool people Water resistance, Dave, is 3 atmos. So basically, no. There's no water resistance. Don't get it wet. But you live in a desert. What are you worried about water resistance for? So, yeah, it's 3 bar, 30 meter. Basically, when they say that, it's not water resistance. You know, if you got caught in some rain, you're probably going to be fine. But I wouldn't even do the dishes with it on. This is meant to be a good, fun watch. It's dark. Hey, Dark Star, I never said it's a keeper. I have to own this thing for a little while, because with the watches I have right now, will I even really wear it? I don't know. I want to wear it right now because it's new and exciting and it's a honeymoon period, right? And you know, I was talking to Wet Watches before the live stream, and I'm like, you know, I really only brought on this trip, I brought the Air King and the Bling Master, and we're going to go down to the strip real quick and everything. And I'm like, is it more of a flex right now to wear one of these Moonswatches, or is it like in a Rolex, right? You're going to see less of these in the wild than you're going to see even like Daytonas or something. Oh, sorry, there's a loud truck going by. So, I mean, because really, in Vegas alone, there were 278, which is where I'm at. So you're only going to see the local sold ones. There's both, right? Yeah, both. I'm going to wear both. So there was only 278 of these sold. And I'd imagine at least half of those probably are people that are not going to wear them. I don't know. They're either not going to wear them and collect them, and or they're flippers, right? So, and then the other half, you know what? It's probably even a bigger number than that. I suspect a lot of people that bought these are probably not even going to wear them. They're going to be like straight collectibles. And there's nothing wrong with that, because who knows how long they're going to make this run. So my point is, this run of the 11 first launch edition ones, they might move on. Yeah, Junior, I did watch Jody's video. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pick one up at the launch under the retail price, but he ponied up, picked one up on the secondary market, and is giving it away. I watched that video this morning, and I was like inspired. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this one away. That's instantly what I thought about doing. And I still might do that, but I still want to get some videos with this, do some strap changes, wear it a little bit, get some more content out of it, experience it a little bit. But I think ultimately, I suspect that this one will end up be given away for free. But if I do the giveaway, I've already thought about this. It's going to be a long, slow, drawn-out process where I drop, maybe in my live streams, I'll probably drop, or in regular videos, probably live streams, I'll probably drop like keywords, and I'll put together, formulate something so that people will have to go and find my keywords, and they'll have to put them all together. So you'll have to earn it, because I don't want to just, if and when I give this away, I don't want to just give it away to somebody that's not going to appreciate it. So I want somebody to, like, I don't want to say earn it, but I want them to value, you know, what this really is. Beyond the $260 retail price, I want somebody to actually understand the historical value and how the watch world was kind of flipped upside down with the Omega Swatch co-branding in this launch. I think it's an amazing time to be in the watch hobby, guys. If you haven't noticed that, it has to be abundantly clear with what's going on. There's more people getting into watches for whatever their reason than I've ever seen, and I've been heavily to the watch hobby for like 5 or 6 years now. It is just mind-blowing where we're at today with the watch culture, and I love it. Hey Philip, thanks for chiming in. I know it's super late where you are, so get some rest. But don't sleep too much. Sleep is death's cousin. I highly recommend people to not sleep too much. You need like 4.5, 5 hours of sleep a night. Do more, sleep less, experience things, maybe buy less watches or buy cheaper watches and do more. I think that's my path going forward. I think I'm going to embrace that. Dustin, I wonder if they'll do a Seamaster. So I've given that a lot of thought, Dustin. Hopefully you're doing well today in your recovery. Hopefully you're feeling good. But I think there's only these two brands, and I think only this model can this scenario happen. It had to be the Moonwatch. It had to be Omega and Swatch. There's a lot of story to both the brands and to this model. I don't think we're going to see an Aquaterra. I don't think we're going to see any other model done in this fashion. This is a one-to-one, basically, reprint of it. So we're going to see different colorways of this model. They've invested a lot of time and money. People can say that the production, it's mostly robotic or all robotic, and they can mass produce them. Sure, they can, but a lot of energy and time went into creating this and the marketing and everything. There's more to it than just, scanning a watch and then printing it and making it. Just because they're capable of doing it doesn't mean it's not easy. So they definitely put in a lot of effort into this, and they are going to make more of these, but I guarantee you they're going to be different colorways. We're not going to see a ton. I don't think we're going to see a ton of the launch models, which is the 11 different missions. I think we're going to see different colorways, probably Snoopy's. We're going to see some fun colorways in the future. I guarantee it. And I suspect they're all going to be difficult to get. These editions of swatches will be some of the most collectible swatches out there, and Omegas, really, because it does say Omega on it. And I think they'll keep that on there because of the case shape. There's people speculating that maybe in the future that it won't say Omega on the dial. It's always going to say Omega on the dial. That's part of the tie. So, and I'm excited. I don't know if I'll collect them, but if I can get my hands on any future editions or any even from the 11 of the original ones at retail price, I'm definitely going to buy more. So, whether it's online at retail or directly from the Swatch stores, which I would almost rather see them, and it's really going to be good for their business regardless, to not broadcast and do launches anymore. I think it's too difficult to manage. I think just let them roll in, put them out on the shelf, and as people randomly walk in, think about the business that's going to drive to the Swatch stores. It's going to be ridiculous. They're going to sell, because if you go there and you look around and you go and say you go to a Swatch store and you're like, hey, do you have any of the Moonswatches, whatever future colorway or these original ones? And unfortunately, no, sorry, we don't have any, sir or ma'am. But you're gonna look around the store. Guess what? Swatch makes a lot of really cool, fun watches. And even if you get into the metal ones, the Ironies or whatever, those are really cool, fun watches. And if you have an office or a hobby room or something like that, go check out one of those really large. They're like 6 feet tall. I have one in my watch room, and it's like a full watch, but you hang it up. Those are pretty affordable. I think a couple $100. They put them out in small batches. They don't really talk about it. Go pick one of those up, hang it up, and Swatch is definitely one of those more fun brands out there, and they have a sense of humor too, and that'll be evident when you go look at some of their crazy watches out there. So, anyway, guys, I just wanted to touch base with you, show this guy a little bit. I think this one's like most of the Moon swatches. It's difficult to catch the color correct and the tones of it. I feel like the Neptune, a lot of the pictures I looked at before picking it up, I didn't like the blue, but I think it was overexposed in the photograph or video. It's a very nice, deep, rich Smurf color. I'm just going to call it the Smurf Moonwatch, but I like it. And I don't really care for blue watches too much, or chronographs, right? So, of course, I have to buy the blue chronograph. Neff, I don't know how much time I'm going to have. I'm definitely going to go hit up so if you're in the Vegas area, and David will probably meet up with me, I'm going to probably head over to the Forum shops over at, I think it's Caesar Casino. So I think we're going to go there. There's a lot of watch places to check out there in a pretty tight spot. So I think we're going to hit that up, and we'll go from there. And they open at 10 a.m., so I need to get there ASAP. because I probably have to get to the airport at like 1:30 p.m. and then my flight leaves at 3 o'clock. So unless I miss the flight, maybe I'll just miss the flight. It's cold back in Michigan, but you know, I'm excited to get back to my wife and daughter, and unfortunately the cold Michigan weather, and then I got to get back to work and everything too. So I got to work to pay for all this stuff, right? This stuff isn't free, whether it's time or money. But anyway, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.